Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be showing you how I created this beautiful painting. This might be some of my best work yet. As you guys can see in my description, I'm an amateur artist. I don't know how, I've never learned how to paint. I just started. It's been like less than a year since I started painting, so I'm constantly watching videos and stuff to improve myself. But yeah, let's just get right into it, guys. So for the paint, I'm going to be using cobalt blue, black, and titanium white, also a dark blue, and these are the brushes I'm going to be using. The canvas I'm using is 16 by 20 if I'm correct, and I got it from a friend who actually went to a painting event but did not like her painting, so she gave it to me. So I'm just using that titanium white, and I'm going over the whole canvas to kind of just erase, well, not erase, but go over that image that's already there. And I did this twice because after it dried the first time, the painting was still very clear, so I did it twice. And yeah, I should also mention that this isn't a tutorial. I'm just showing you guys how I created this painting. I feel like I don't have like substantial knowledge to actually make a tutorial, but anyway, I just thought I should let you guys know that. So I lost the part. I guess I didn't record the part where I did those two blue parts, but basically I mixed the cobalt blue and the white to give me that shade, and I just painted it at either side of the canvas. It's still pretty clear, as you can still see the outline of the black hair in the left side, but I just went over it, and I think I did that about 2 or 3 times before I could get that color totally opaque. I also made the right part darker than the left because I kind of had in mind that I wanted my light source to be coming from the left side of the painting. Now I'm using dark blue paints, and I'm basically just going to go to town with it. Just do whatever you feel like. I'm trying to make clouds, so I'm trying to create the shadow of the clouds here. And you really just do it. Just do whatever you want. Let the brush guide you, or you guide the brush. Whatever you feel like doing, just do. Now I'm taking a makeup brush to fluff out the dark blue. I don't want it to have any sharp edges per se. And yeah, I'm just using the blank makeup brush really. I think I saw this technique on another YouTube video. I don't remember whose, but it's worked really well. I just always make sure the brush is dry, and then after the first or second use, after rinsing it in the water, I make sure I dry it really good with a paper towel to get rid of all the wetness, because when it's wet it just makes a mess of your painting, trust me. So make sure the brush is as dry as it can be. So here I've drawn my mountains. You don't have to overthink about your mountains. They don't have to be perfect. Art isn't perfect. Art is just art. So I'm just filling them in here. You can see that some of my mountains have curved edges, some have pointy edges, some are slanted, some are straight. Just do whatever you want. And I think here the next thing I did was to kind of create I don't know what I'm gonna call it, like elongate the bottom of the mountain to make it look a little more natural. I didn't realize that the bottom of the mountain looked too straight or too equal or even until I was done. So I kind of did those little extra parts to make it look a little more natural, as you guys are gonna see. Here I'm gonna be using another technique I did find in a YouTube video as well. I'm going to be drawing lines with that gray that I just mixed from the peak of the mountain down the middle. It doesn't have to be a straight line. Actually, it shouldn't be a straight line. It should just be kind of like a wobbly line. And I learned this in a YouTube video, so I'm just going to do that for each mountain. And it just kind of serves as a guide. I used the fan brush, but I ended up switching it because it was too big and it was making me make mistakes basically. So I ended up switching it to a fan. No, 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 to an angle brush, which gave me more control, and I was able to finish all the other mountains with that. Now I'm gonna use a white to create a opposite light source, I guess, to create the highlights as opposed to the shadows on the right. So this highlight is going the opposite direction. Here I'm just adding a little more white to the top of the mountain. You know, it's a mountain. The light may be shining the brightest there, or it's snow, whatever it is. But now I'm mixing the cobalt blue again with a lot of black to give me a very dark blue, because the dark blue I had was not dark enough for me. In the waters, I added a little bit of black to create depth, if you will. And I added a little bit of white as well. Actually, I added a lot of white in form of lines, just random, simple, squiggly lines to create some kind of a wave effect, basically, from the mountains, from the bottom of the mountains to the water. There's usually some sort of wave thingy there. So I guess that's how I depicted that imagery in my head. Here I'm just fixing up the clouds a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more of a lightness, more of a cloudy effect on the darker side. So I went in with a little bit more white and added a little bit more black or gray to create the shadows on the right side of it. For this mountain, I'm using the same technique. This is more of a stone in the middle of the ocean, or a mountain, I guess. It could be a mountain, you know, a small mountain. So I'm using the same technique I use for the large mountains, except this time it's just one. And I'm just using that to create this little one that is just isolated in the middle of the water. Here I'm just fixing that mountain, putting some finishing touches to it, and after I'm gonna put some finishing touches to the whole painting. And with that, that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you were able to pick up a thing or two. If you guys know any other YouTubers that make actual beginner videos for painters, please put them in the comment section below so I can check them out. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, please hit that notification bell so you can know when I post a new video. Alright guys, see you in my next video.